Previously on Survivor. After Miranda was blindsided by the returners, Michaela and JS, McQuad officially broke up.
Well, we know who flipped.
It was me.
The fucking snitch.
After Tony won immunity, all hope seemed lost for Jack.
I just think now the targets are me and Jack.
Especially since JS immediately set his sights on her.
So this week, my goal is to get out Jack.
Eric began to plan for the future with a new final two with Tony.
I'm serious about me and you, going to the end.
Just as JS was unsuccessfully trying to do the same thing.
I'm 100% loyal to you.
Jack did her best to start up a backup plan to vote out Sam, and had some real support, but she crafted a fake idol plan.
Wait, so you have an idol?
So it's only good for tonight's vote.
That became increasingly desperate at Tribal until she eventually gave her fake idol to Eric.
Jack, I'll work with you for the upcoming weeks if you give me the idol.
I have nothing to lose. It's not this week, it's next week for me.
Jack, why would you give him the idol?
If it's not me this week, it's next week.
After Jack was voted out, Sam played her black vote, giving Jack a vote for this week's Tribal Council.
I stick to my word, to the people I can trust, and that's obviously not you.
8 remain. Who will be going home tonight?
I want to watch it.
What? Is there fight? My friend is twerking on a chair. Oh, she's by herself.
I kind of felt really bad for Jack. She played this game pretty intensely, and I made the decision to give her the black vote. I think it's more of a sympathy kind of thing where I can oh yeah, you really tried to play this game hard. That's the major reason behind why I gave it to her. It's just because I simply felt bad for her, and she caught me in a moment of my humanity, which are very far and few in between.
I think I've established myself as a villain, which might not be the best of my game, but I didn't think the idol was real, so, and then I got it, and I played it.
You know, I might be a pretty nice guy usually, and usually I'm pretty, I just try to make sure that everyone feels happy, but there's a part of me inside of me that is power hungry and really likes just kind of being a little bit sadistic, so I guess this is kind of that side coming out.
The last time I did something like this, I got voted out the next tribal, so who knows? Could be me.
We can never have enough housing for how.
The fact that she gave it to me and I said, oh yeah, I'll vote with you this week and I'll work with you for the following weeks, it's girl, you're going home. We both know that.
I see 3 of my jury votes going away.
Shut up, you put them there, I'm not getting those 2, that's for sure.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
Miranda flipped me off during tribal.
Yeah, because you're a little bitch.
So him and Egro both bitches, huh?
What the?
When you're about to be voted out, you don't need to act, you don't need to fake it out. You are fighting for your life. And that girl got! Pulling out a fake idol, that's great and all, but Tony shouldn't have called Eggroll right beforehand and told him that there was gonna be a fake idol, because we all told each other that there was a fake idol, so no one overreacted.
I honestly, I felt bad that I said that last tribal, and I shouldn't have said it, but I was caught in the moment. So, I mean when I said that.
I think we're all old enough to have self-control.
Well, I don't have a lot of self-control.
It was pretty obvious that Jack was gonna go home. I knew it, I'm pretty sure she knew it, but I think she was basically just trying to do anything she could to stay one more week. But it was a little painful to sit through just because I know Jack was my #1 at one point in this game, but tides have changed, the game is constantly changing, and if I want to win, I honestly think that without Jack in the picture, that's my best shot at winning. Jack was a sinking ship, and I had to make sure I wasn't sinking with her, so I just had to make sure I kept the alliances I knew were going to be in the game after Final 8.
Props to her though. Props to you, Jack.
No, great fucking player.
She
needed to be on the jury because she was gonna win.
Yeah, but
I think after her being gone, it does leave Tony and Sam on the bottom, at least at this point. The way Tony acted after Miranda's vote, the way Tony acted kind of at Jack's vote, all of his actions and his decisions, I think, put him on the bottom just because he made it very, very clear that he wanted nothing to do with us 6 after the Miranda vote. And even during tribal, saying, oh, well, if you want to talk to me, you should reach out to me. Well, you're on the bottom now. You reach out to me. As long as Tony doesn't win the next immunity, I think it'll be Tony.
Welcome, final 8. We have 4 male, 4 female, 4 old Sababa, 4 old Majesta.
4 vets.
4 newbies, 4 returners. We even got down to shoe size.
Yeah, we did get down to shoe size.
What did you say?
But only one JS.
This is the first time in the entire game where there are not more newbies than there are returnees.
Finally having the playing field even is great, with there being 4 returners and 4 newbies. Like, I can't believe these idiots let us, the 4 of us, get this far. Especially myself, Katie, and Doug. Come on now, like, we were all on Sababa together, and you just let us go.
As you all know, Sam gave the Black Vote Game Changer to Jack at the last tribal council. Here is her vote. The black vote will go to JS, which means at the next tribal council, there will be 9 votes cast. One of them will be for JS.
No! Jack put it on me! Jack put the black vote on me. Like, I was the one 8 weeks ago telling Sam, look in that egg carton, I think there's a game changer there. And what happened? The black vote was turned around and used against me. If I never told Sam about it, maybe that game changer would have never even, like, gone into existence.
So, before we start, Tony. Thank you. Immunity. Back up for grabs. The winner will have a 1 in 7 shot of winning this entire game. Today's challenge is called Memory Cubes, and here's how it works. Each one of you will get a cube with 6 symbols on it. I will read aloud a sequence of symbols. I will then ask you, one symbol at a time, to repeat that sequence to me. If you get the symbols correct, you continue moving on to the challenge. However, if you make any symbol incorrect, you are out of this challenge, cannot win immunity. The 6 symbols are turtle, star, puzzle piece, sun, Maryland, and helmet. First sequence is star, turtle, puzzle, star. Please show me the first symbol in the sequence. Everyone is saying star. Everyone is correct. Show me the second symbol. Everyone is saying turtle. Everyone is correct. Third symbol. Everyone is saying puzzle. Everyone is correct. Show me the fourth. Everyone is saying star. Everyone is correct. Everyone survives the first round. The second sequence is helmet, turtle, Maryland, puzzle, turtle. Please show me the first symbol. Everyone says helmet. Everyone is correct. Show me the second symbol. Everyone says turtle. Everyone is correct. Show me the third. 3, 2, 1. All right. Katie, Eric, Michaela, Sam, Morgan, and Doug all said Maryland. Tony and JS both said puzzle. The correct answer was Maryland, which means JS and Tony are both out. I'm going to take your puzzle pieces.
I have to keep on throwing challenges. Like, I cannot ever seem like a challenge threat. Like, hells no. The fact that I went out first round, hells yes. People are not going to be scared of me. People are know that anytime, any vote, they can get rid of me.
Show me the fourth symbol in the sequence. 3. All right. Everyone is showing me puzzle. Everyone is correct. Show me the fifth symbol. Everyone except Sam said turtle. Sam, if helmet is correct, you win this challenge. Do you think it's correct?
I guess.
Well, you're wrong. And after 2 sequences, we are down to 5. The third sequence. Sun. Sun. Helmet. Maryland. Star. Show me the first symbol. Everyone except Katie said sun. Katie said star. Katie, you are wrong.
I can't believe I confused it.
Because he talks too much.
No, it's because there's two S's.
Show me the second symbol. Everyone said sun. Everyone is correct. Show me the third. Doug and Eric both said helmet. Michaela and Morgan both said Maryland. The correct answer is helmet. Which means Morgan and Michaela, you are both out. We're down.
About that. Me too. I was so confident. I was like, I'm mad. I thought I had
We are down to the final two in this challenge, Eric and Doug.
Let's go, Egro.
All right. Show me the fourth symbol in the sequence. Both said Maryland. Both are correct. Show me the fifth. Eggroll doing some tricks. Both said star. Both are correct. We move on to our next sequence. The next sequence is Maryland, puzzle, helmet, sun, Maryland, helmet. Show me the first symbol. Both said Maryland, both are correct. Show me the second symbol. Eric said puzzle, Doug said sun. If Eric is correct, Eric wins immunity. If Doug is correct, Doug wins immunity. If neither of you are correct, we keep going. The correct answer for the second symbol was puzzle.
I felt really happy that Eggroll won the challenge instead of Doug, just because I'm an anti-Doug supporter, like since the beginning, since day one. I've known I wanted to get him out. I wanted to blindside his ass since the first day. And I was cheering for Eggroll just because I hate Doug. Like honestly, like that's what it comes down to.
Eric, immunity is yours.
Yeah, Eggroll.
First time since the eating challenge.
All right, so Eric is going to the final 7. You also get to give someone the clue to the hidden immunity idol.
I'll give it to Doug.
All right, Doug, you will receive the clue to the hidden immunity idol. One of the 7 of you will be the 13th person voted out of this game and the 6th member of our jury.
It feels so good to be in Final 7, and it's the fact that having immunity means that you can talk to people, and at least for this week, you can give your real opinions on what's going to happen without them running off the people. At least for this week, I can feel comfortable propelling a strategy forward that would make sense in my best interest. I'm probably gonna be a lot more villainous in the next couple weeks.
We're back.
Yeah. Eggroll wants to work with us and get the other returners and the girls out, okay? So we can trust Eggroll. Now I'm the one who's in charge of Sam, and it's just like weird because me and Sam haven't been that close. Like, yeah, Sam told me she hates Miranda more than she hates me, but at the same time, like, being at like the bottom of someone's like list of people in alliance isn't good, and like the fact that I have to work with Sam now, it's kind of like, I hope she stays loyal to me, but at the same time I have no idea what she's gonna do. You and I are gonna go to the end, okay? Are you good with that?
Absolutely.
Okay, we just have to make sure we get the numbers next time, and JS now has a black vote on him.
We should vote JS next vote.
Okay.
Honestly, I never trusted JS to begin with.
Okay, so, but you have to make it seem like we want to work with him, okay? So don't give him any
So I can
input.
go back to playing nice.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you good with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I never really trusted Tony the same way I never really trusted Miranda, even back before when we were all like in creepy callers together. I trusted JS a little bit, but not so much that even if he flipped like he did, he wouldn't have like so much information on me that he could spread to others. And then the returners, I selectively choose what I want the returners to know. I mean, the game goes however it goes. I'm playing for myself at this point, and I can only hope that it's not me that goes home.
So, like, you're good to stay with me?
Yeah.
Because we only have each other right now.
Absolutely.
I'm worried about the numbers holding strong just because at this point I know that, like, the 6 people who voted together since the blind sides, they obviously have this, at least, like, temporary agreement or, like, voting block or whatever you want to call it.
Did you tell Jack who you wanted the black vote to be on?
No, I just did it in the spur of the moment because I felt bad. But then when she played on you, I was like, okay, didn't see that coming.
I saw that coming. Where are we at?
As far as this vote, screwed. That's what we are.
No, you and me.
What do you mean?
Where are you and me at?
JS and Sam, like we've always been. Why do you ever expect anything changes?
Because I made a really bad move.
I know you made really bad moves. That seems to be your thing lately. It's just a bunch of really bad moves.
If you can forgive me, and I'm sure
There's never anything to be angry about.
Okay.
I'm just telling y'all, I don't got energy to be mad. Like, I feel like at this point in the game, I no longer need JS around. So if I can get him out, then why not? And it was basically like a 10-minute, I'm so sorry about what I've done thing, which really you could have sent that in a text message because it wasn't even worth being on camera.
why was the black vote on me?
I guess Jack was just personally hurt by what you did.
It's good and bad that the black vote was put on me. It's bad because now it's really, really easy for me to go home. It's like, hey, JS already has a vote. He's a big target. I don't like him. He's an asshole. Let's just go ahead and vote for him. It's very easy. However, the upside of the black vote being put on me by Jack is everyone knows in this game that Jack made a personal move and she does not like me. She will probably not vote for me to win the game. If I make it to the final 3, you know, no one's gonna be scared that I'm gonna win. I can use for the rest of the game. Wow, I lost Miranda's vote. I lost Jack's vote. I'm never gonna win. So there's definitely some upside to this.
I'm gonna keep reiterating this. I'm really sorry. And you have every power in the world this week to flip the votes on me. You know
No,
that.
I don't though. No one's gonna vote with me.
Yes, they will.
I have nobody. I even had to write Sam's name down. Like I literally have no one in this game.
You're not going home this week. I can guarantee you that.
He's someone that constantly needs to be reminded and constantly needs to be reassured that he's like 100% with me. I told him I want him in my final 3. I told him, I keep on sprinkling, like, I'm not gonna win, I don't have those jury votes, like Jack put the black vote on me. This week, I need the following to happen.
I'm close with you. You're close with Sam. I've made connections, as you know, I've told you, with Doug. Doug has been working on getting close to Eggroll. These 3 have shared an experience of like finding an idol together. They're very tight. They want to be final 3. Katie wants to be final 3. Does Morgan want Katie in the final 3 with her? Hell no. I think one of them has to go this week. We can go final 5 like this.
So I need Tony to tell Sam, hey, I thought of this plan, and I need Doug to do the same thing with Eggroll. I trust Tony, and I trust Doug. I need Doug and Tony to both tell their like respective partner, like, hey, I thought of an idea, but who thought of it? Me.
Either one of those 3 girls that we're worried about goes home, or it's me. It's not you. You're fine this week.
Like how do we know that we can trust Doug and Eggroll then?
I don't. This is a great move for them because these 3 are gonna get rid of them.
Okay, well I mean I think we have something to work with as long as Doug is willing to vote with me.
Doug is willing. I think he's willing.
I guess I'm in the perceived minority, even though I have connections on the other side. I don't think everyone really knows about those connections, so I'm clearly a target to vote for this week, and I just hope that I don't end up getting the majority of the votes, because I think I deserve to stay in this game, but I think I've been working hard to get the target off my back. If I survive this one, then I think we can make final 2.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
So I talked to Sam, and like, she said she's still willing to vote with me, and I told her that we can trust you, and she was like, yeah, I trust Eggroll. Like, but I think that we can trust her for now.
Mm-hmm.
So I talked to JS, and he told me that he wants to vote Michaela, and he wants to pull in you and Doug to vote Michaela out.
Now it's about to get crazy because there's so many giant targets on the block. There's still JS, there's still Katie, and there's still Doug. And if they get to the end, they'll have a pretty good shot at winning. Because at this point, my game is probably the weakest of the people who have made it here to final 8 other than Sam, so I need to build up a resume.
This week I'm open to it being JS or Michaela because of the black vote. Like if we wanted JS, like we don't need as many numbers.
Yeah, we just
but
need 1 to 2 people.
If we want Michaela, we can't really include the girls, right? Like
Yeah.
Katie and Morgan, because like they're not gonna vote her out. The positives to getting Michaela out this week is that JS will trust us and think that we're voting with him, but then we can blindside him the next week.
I agree. Like, I'll talk to Doug because I am talking to Doug
Yeah.
after this. I'm gonna ask him. Well, okay, see, like it's kind of risky because I'm gonna ask him like what he thinks about working with you. I want to like get the name off you a little bit. I think he would be down to vote Michaela. The only thing that can fuck this up is if Katie like has like a hold on him.
But right now, it's assumed that Michaela has the idol, and we're basically gonna blindside her. because we'll get me, Eggroll, Sam, JS, and Doug to all vote for Michaela. We won't tell the girls that Michaela's name has come up, and so basically it'll be like a perfect blindside, right?
There are 3 shields right now in this game.
Yeah.
It's me, Katie, and Doug.
Yeah, maybe.
And maybe Tony.
Yeah.
I agree, 100%. You have to decide which targets you want to go ahead in the game with. Because you're gonna have to get to the end, and preferably 1 or 0 of those targets are in your final 3.
That's true. Yeah.
That's what you have to do.
Right now, I think you're in my ideal 4. No, because
Really?
Yeah, no, because like the other
That
one
means a
was
lot.
Like right now, I'm okay with keeping JS in. It's mainly because of my confidence in his inability to win immunity challenges. If I'm honest about it, I'll take him to Final 4, and when he doesn't win, I'll leave him in Final 4.
Because those 3 girls, they're gonna, we all take out Tony this week, whatever. And then next week, I think they don't want Sam gone. They're gonna pull in Sam and start getting rid of the boys and then go to the end together.
If we do this Michaela thing,
Morgan and Katie will be very
yeah. No,
So
it's
I
like-
think if we did this, in my opinion, it'd have to become like a new Final 5.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
This is the ultimate week. This week decides, does JS get to Final 6? If I get through this week, I know I'll get through the next week, and it'll probably be easier from there to get to Final 5 and Final 4. You know, I had a great conversation with Eggroll, probably one of the best conversations I've had with anyone in a long time, and I think this honestly could be a really good, solid Final 5.
I was just kind of worried because I think Michaela and Morgan are closest. And if Michaela has the legacy advantage and Morgan's gonna get it.
I don't mind Morgan having it.
True. Yeah,
Do you?
I just don't know because
I don't want Katie having it. It's 6.
I don't know.
You know, Eggroll and my relationship has been up and down. Currently, it's up. Currently, we are working together. Currently, we are, finishing the ride together. I think it's very easy to manipulate Eggroll. It's also very easy to read Eggroll, and he also says everything that he's thinking.
I had talked to Morgan and Michaela after yesterday. I personally don't think that it should be Tony next, just because of the fact that, like, honestly, I wouldn't mind if he leaves, right? Because you saw how he's acting in tribal, and I'm sick and tired of it. But, and I'm pretty sure JS is going to flip on us any second. So I think they're open to voting out JS.
So right now I'm kind of balancing my double life. I've had a secret alliance with Katie since day 1. And we've been together this whole game. We've made every decision together. Like, we're like a pair. Then there's also JS, who's like my other one person. These are the only 2 people that said they'd take me to the end and who don't want to vote me out and tell me everything. So I'm trying to do what I can to not make them butt heads because, you know me, I like keeping a lot of alliances, not just putting all my eggs in one basket. But I'm gonna do whatever it takes without being obvious to get Tony or Michaela.
I'm also like, I feel like I'd be open to being Michaela. It's just like, I feel like we finally gained her trust, and it would be really bad if like a plan for Michaela happened and then she found out again, and it was just like, we're totally done. It's not the fact that I want to work with her more than you or anything like at all. Seriously, like, you're my number 1. There's literally no chance we're getting to the end without,
100%.
Yeah, because we're each other's biggest shields in this game, and like, the moment you leave, like, I might not be next, like, right after, but I'm definitely not gonna make Final Tribal, and that's the same vice versa.
No one would take either of us to the end, just
exactly.
for fun.
And the only way that we can potentially get to finals is if we make it to Final 4 together. So my options at this point are very limited. Me and Doug both know we're each other's shields. There's no point kicking each other out when you know you're next. There's absolutely no chance that me and him can get to the end unless we're at Final 4 and we can basically throw each other under the bus at Final 4. So we really only have Tony, JS, and Michaela to be like our shields, because you know Morgan and Eggroll and Sam will just get dragged to the end. So. Because apparently JS told Tony that he thinks that he's going to be on the bottom of us 6, so he still wants to work with Tony. And Tony was just like, well, that's stupid, then why did you even vote out Miranda in the first place if you knew you were on the bottom of the 6? Like, you know what I mean? Like, are you just going to flip-flop? Because nobody likes flip-floppers. JS said it himself. I know two people really can't make a difference, but at least, like, you know, I think we both have a good social game enough to work people so that we can hopefully keep each other towards.
We've been doing very well so far with our social game.
Yeah.
Like, I'm at the final 8. It's kind of crazy. Honestly, every week that goes by, I'm still here, because, like, I thought I was going to go home, like, week 2. The thoughts of the finals have crossed my mind. Like, you know, you kind of just think, like, oh, what would I say? Who would I take now? Like, I never had thought about that before, because I was like, wow, let me just make it to the next week. Let me just make it to the next week. So now that I'm actually thinking of, like, who I want to advance myself with, it's really fun. I'm starting to be in a position of power, and that's what I'm here for. Like, I'm a power-hungry individual that just needs this, so, like, it feels so good right now to be in a position that I am in.
You want Michaela gone this week, right?
That'd be ideal.
Okay, I'm down. That's like cool. You know, Michaela, she's a little bitch. She can go. She's never been a friend of mine. For me, I just like don't want little people to have power. And all she needs is 2 immunities, and God forbid if she has the idol at 5, all she needs to do is win 1 challenge. If we get rid of Michaela this week, which I'm down for, then the idol's gone and it goes back into play. Which means anyone can find it. Yes, like you'll probably find it. And I want you to find it. I want to solidify things, like this is the final.
I'm down. I think JS has wanted Michaela out for a while, and I think he thinks she's the best option to get out, and I've been feeding that, and I've been like, I think that too. I like getting my way. Too much, but like I feel like it's not like we like almost have options kind of, which is like weird.
Michaela basically, she actually wants to go straight down the line to like 6 people. And then she said, okay, then we'll get JS out. I think it's not advantageous to like any of us.
Do you know who makes me nervous? Like I sent you the idol clue, so since Michaela was like the first one with that, I think she can have it. And then you know the legacy advantage, right?
Yeah.
I think there's a good chance she has it. Because she was close with Jess. So like that's final 6 and final 5. So if she makes it, like she can make it final 4 in like a heartbeat. I don't want her to coast because of these immunity things.
Yeah, no, because like if that means she literally just has to survive next week, and then she's in final 4.
Exactly. I want Michaela personally because she's with Morgan and Katie more than she's with me, and she could. I think she has the idol, so like it'd be kind of fun to flush that. She I've told everyone that she has the legacy advantage, but like I really don't know where it is because I feel like Tony and Jess aren't really coming after me right now. So that'd be my ideal world, but like I also don't want to break trust in our returners alliance because like we finally have equal numbers.
Okay, so Tony would be down to vote anyone.
Yeah, and then Sam probably would kill.
And Sam will probably just do whatever Tony says now that Jack's gone.
I don't know. Do you think Tony / JS are closer to like us or the girls? Like, I feel like they'd almost be more towards us. Whereas I think Michaela would always spin with the girls.
I think Tony would definitely be at least closer to me because he called me.
Yeah, exactly.
We haven't had a good blindside in a while. I'm down.
Yeah, I can see why Doug got 2nd place in major conflict because he was the one who basically proposed to vote out Michaela to me. I'm like, wait, dude. It was supposed to be the other way around in this meeting. I've been reading this book called How to Win Friends and Influence People, and literally one of the sections is you can never win an argument, but if you need people to think the way that you're thinking, you have to make them feel like it's their choice. And that's what Doug did to me. He basically said, hey look, I think there's so many great targets this week. There's JS, Tony, and Michaela. And I just want to choose the right target, for the weeks coming forward. I'm like, holy shit, this guy's a genius. From my perspective, the people voting Michaela are Tony, Sam, Doug, JS, and me. So that's 5 votes. And since there's only 8 people, even with the black vote, the other side can only get a total of 4 in Katie, Morgan, and Michaela. So that'd be a 5-4 this week. And 5-4 and a couple bridges burned.
So, okay, what's the word on the street? Is the word on the street Tony still?
Yeah, 100%. Okay. I think everyone's gonna stick together. Tony is the end, he wins, like honestly.
I mean, I think also Tony, like the way he's acted, no one really wants to work with him. The fact that Tony's not immune is great because he's who I want to go home. So hopefully all 6 of us will be on the same page with that, and he'll be the one to go home. As long as Morgan and Katie are on for Tony, then I think it'll be an easy Tony vote.
How do you feel about Katie, like working with her?
I mean, I think we could work with her, but like you said, like Final Four scares me because like I feel like she could pull Tony. Like she really needs to win,
so she
wins.
Won competition.
But like she hasn't
and then she deserves
that great.
Yeah, but like maybe she hasn't been putting in her.
But I'm afraid if she makes it to Final 3, I initially was like, okay, well like if I sit next to Katie, then it's gonna be like, oh, she already won. She's a returner, so she's not gonna win again. But then it's like you think about the opposite side. It's like, okay, this girl won and she got herself back.
If I'm on jury and she's in Final 3, I'm not asking questions. I'm just gonna say, Katie, congratulations, you have won twice.
If it's not going to be Tony this week, then there's possibility of being JS now that we know that, the black vote was played on JS, which is no surprise. At this point, considering we're getting close to the final 6, I already know that the next vote won't be me because of the legacy. I am getting, a little more lenient.
If you're a winner and you get to the end again, the rest of them are idiots and they deserve the win.
Right.
I'm pretty
pretty sure it's gonna be like a mad brawl next week. Like
that's how I think it's gonna be. I can't see the whole grouping like
someone that's on the bottom. So after Tony's gone, they're gonna be like, oh, we're not gonna take Sam.
Exactly.
Like, it just doesn't make sense. No one's ever wanted Sam out of this
100%.
game. So then they're probably gonna come for whoever doesn't win immunity. So whoever
It's
doesn't
gonna be
win,
like
it'll be
you, me, Doug. Here's how I see the game. It's me, Katie, and Doug. We are probably the 3 best players in the game. So it's like, who's gonna get there? Who's gonna be the one to, make it through? And that person that makes it through, I think will be the winner. How do you feel about Michaela?
I feel okay with her. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've been hearing certain things that like she's scared of me or whatever, but like at the same time,
Morgan was
like,
telling me.
well, everyone's
Morgan
kind of
was saying
scared of
she's
me,
close
so,
to Michaela,
I
and
mean, I think
the
so.
3 of
I
you are
believe
like,
it.
sort of close.
Yeah.
But like,
I feel like
Michaela
I'm on the
doesn't
outside
like
of the
you.
3 of us because of the fact that
That's
I
what-
won. So they're scared of me.
No,
so
like
they easily
Morgan
can
has
band up
told me.
against
I don't know if please don't want to say. Morgan's told me, and I'm sure you're not gonna be surprised at this. She's like, I don't want to sit with Katie in the final 3.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
I think JS is really scary, and keeping him in this game one more round really scares me because he can run the show, and I think he will tell people to vote me out next because I think he's more worried about me being in here more than Doug, even though Doug is a more physical player.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit that's happening, and basically, I
figure JS is like freaking the fuck out in case
Yeah.
he goes home,
So-
and Tony's probably doing the same too.
Like, I'm not supposed to tell anyone because it's like bad stuff. But basically, the vote this week right now is on Michaela.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
How? Wait, no way.
Yeah.
Wait, who? Do you guys have numbers already?
With me, we have numbers. At the current moment, I have strong alliances with Katie and Tony, and I want the option, and I want to be able to go to each of them and tell them who I want to go home and at least have it considered, so I'll be able to change the game and I'll be able to be the one running the show. Because if this week goes exactly how it's been planned so far, Katie will basically not trust me anymore, and that's definitely not good for me because in order to be able to get these blindsides off in the next coming weeks, I need to be able to get people to trust me. I need to make sure that people won't get too hurt from the blindside on Michaela this week. It's JS, Doug, Tony, Sam, and me.
Wait, really?
Right now, yeah. As of now, it's Michaela.
Okay.
Like, I don't want you to freak out because, look, that's what I'm telling you.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
It's like, the reason...
I think it kind of makes sense though. I'm surprised like Doug wouldn't say anything though.
He was like doing the thing where he wants you to know to like make your decision. So I was pretty convinced after talking to Doug.
So you think Doug wants Michaela? Like,
I'm
he
pretty sure
prefers-
Doug wants Michaela. I have confidence in these 5 votes as of now, and I'm kind of hoping that I can convince her that no matter what, it's a good idea to get Michaela out. I think as long as I let her know that, and let her know that I'm still looking out for her best interest, as long as she knows that I'm still on her side, hopefully she'll understand where I'm coming from, and hopefully we'll know that I do have a plan to get us to the end.
I probably won't be included in the plan, right? Like I won't be invited because like the girls, like me more and Michaela.
Yeah, people think that the girls are really hard. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's just Morgan and Michaela.
Yeah.
Who
do you want to sit next to at Final 3? I obviously want you there, and I think I am nervous that like if Doug goes against us, that like he'll just take all the votes because I personally think like people like him the best in this game. Do you want Morgan to be at Final 4 with us?
I mean,
Or would
I'm
you want
fine.
Sam there?
I'm fine with Morgan or Sam or honestly anyone. Katie and Doug are the 2 people who have gone the furthest in the game previously. I have sufficient belief in the jury that they don't care that they've gone far before. They care about how they played this season. So if I can get these blindsides to go off in my way, then I would have, in my opinion, played a better game than they have, and I feel like the jury will respect that. It's kind of like it really looks like it's going to be Michaela, but I have the turning vote, and I do trust you the most out of everyone, so if you want me to vote JS instead, because I know like he's a threat.
I want it to be JS, but I can't push too hard because I definitely feel like I've been trying to run the show. Michaela, she basically wants us to go like the 6 of us, as in the returners, JS and her, and then she wants to kick out me and Doug.
So I feel like
I don't know. I definitely think Michaela needs to go this week, but it has to be a blindside.
So I was very anti-Tony. When I do blow up, it happens to be like right after when he, you know, becomes paranoid and freaks out on me, and it's really frustrating. And then after I've talked to him and he's like calmed down, I think I can work with him, because at the end of the day, when he does come down to his senses, he's logical and he can tell me what's going on. I know how this game works, and I think a lot of people know how this game works, that you don't just keep picking off the people on the bottom. I obviously would fight to keep him in because he's the only person that tells me information from other people in this game that might not want me here.
So I talked to Doug, and he was the one who proposed Michaela. Like, he was like, okay, so moving forward, I think it has to be Michaela because she has legacy and she has like an idol probably.
Oh shit, yeah, I forgot about the legacy.
Katie obviously isn't in the guys' plan with Sam, so she, if nobody told her, she would probably be blindsided when Michaela went home. But since Katie has been loyal to me this whole game, I've been playing with like transparently with Katie, and at this point I'm not trying to like blindside her, and honestly at this point Katie and Eggroll are like my saving graces. Like, if I'm gonna make it to Final 3, it's because of them. So I feel like I have to repay the favor and tell her that like she's gonna be blindsided.
If Michaela does have the legacy, do you think she would end up giving it to Morgan, or do you think she'd give it to me?
I don't know.
Because like, I don't know how she feels, because I thought she liked me, but then apparently she's been going behind my back saying all this stuff, and then
I think that's because she's scared of you.
Yeah, I think Doug or Morgan, one of those two, told me that Michaela told them that they were scared of me, that she was scared of me or something. I mean, I didn't think Doug was gonna jump on that so quick though.
No, he did. He was
Maybe he's like nervous about me, Morgan, and Michaela.
So I think Michaela should go this week, and then next week it has to either be JS or it has to be Doug. And like, I don't care which one it is really, like whatever will help you get to Final 4.
And I was like kind of alarmed because of course like I trust Michaela, I want her in this game. I honestly wasn't like too happy about it because of course I want to keep Michaela in this game. The 3 girls that's like leverage in this game for me, because I can work with the returners, I can work with Tony, and I can work with Morgan and Michaela. I definitely don't think that this vote's gonna be like as easy as we think it is.
I don't think so either, because everyone has different opinions.
Yeah, and like
I don't really see that. I definitely think I'm gonna want Tony, honestly.
And like I'm super worried now because like Tony kept on bringing up the whole like newbies versus returner thing again at Tribal, and I'm scared that will make like Michaela and JS like feel super like self-conscious about being on the bottom among us 6, when that's not the case. You know what I mean? Like we can obviously like, well, it is the case, but you know, we're not gonna like tell them that obviously. And Doug apparently was okay with the plan, and Doug hadn't told me or Morgan about the plan for Michaela, which means it probably is going to happen because he told Tony explicitly that we can't tell any of the girls, and he hadn't told us. I mean, I feel like they would all flip against us regardless. Like, like JS would be the one to rally it, but then I feel like if JS wasn't there and Tony was there, then someone else would rally it. Like Michaela might rally it, because she's already scared of me. So maybe they would even pull you in to vote me out next. That's scary.
I know. We just like kind of have that like big target, the shielding thing going for us, or it's like Tony scares me a lot more, whereas like I feel like everyone's just onto JS and hates him, so.
Yeah.
This is where I'm in the middle. So right now the girls want to get Tony out, but JS, Tony, Sam, Eggroll, I think Eggroll, want to get Michaela out. I think Michaela and Tony would both beat me in the end. They both are good at talking. They both, like, if they sneak by, they could easily win a few of the last challenges and win. Like, I think they're both very dangerous. Yeah, we don't want to blindside the girls because I've been working on them since day 1. I think Tony's the biggest threat in this game. He would by far beat anyone, and people don't see that, especially JS. What would be your ideal thing for tonight?
I just want to vote in a way that like is beneficial. So ideally, Michaela.
I feel like we've worked so hard to like get the returners in our position where it's like if we go against them immediately, like
it's no brainer.
I wouldn't put it past like JS to flip with them even and turn it on us after this vote too.
Yeah,
you know?
That's true.
I feel like he's already kind of putting us against each other. So I just don't think we can throw our
the lines out.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I would prefer to get Michaela out, but getting Michaela out would upset Morgan, and getting Tony out would upset JS. I personally would like to do a returning Final 4, but that's also because I think I can beat them. The benefit of getting rid of Tony would be, it would kind of solidify the returners as like, we have majority and we're in this like for the long haul. These are such beautiful options of people to go home next, and I don't know which one's the best.
Yeah.
If you think something else, tell me. But
No. Like, I was like, that was my
concern with this too. It's that if we voted Michaela out, we'd kind of be like stuck with JS, or we have to convince everyone to vote him out.
Exactly. If we make the wrong decision now, people might not trust us and like turn on us.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd almost rather do like Tony now, then Michaela, then JS, probably. So yeah, that's why I wanted to talk
Yeah,
about. Wanted to evaluate.
Because the options are definitely there.
And see, here's the problem with Doug. He's way too wishy-washy with everything, and I know his whole plan is to be non-confrontational, so if you suggest something, he's like, oh yeah, I think that's an okay idea, but in reality, he's definitely completely against it, so it's really annoying.
Yeah, I guess Teddy would make sense. I think Teddy would probably make sense.
I think because we all know if Tony makes it to the end at this point, he's gonna win.
Yeah.
He has the under now. He like before, besides being super likable and working with a lot of these people and being roommates with these people on the jury, now he's like the underdog. So if he makes his way to the end, there's a 100% chance he'd win.
Yeah.
So it's just like, why take the risk with him?
Like JS will have a target on his back for the rest of the game.
Oh, 100%. And we're all onto him. Like Tony, like I feel like he has like actually social equity still.
Social equity.
You can still like believe it. Yeah, it's like I want Michaela to go, but I don't want to throw away our good allies for like 2 people.
Yeah, we don't want to throw away the good allies for like the truthfully questionable ones.
He's worried that by voting out Michaela, we are trading our alliance with Katie and Morgan for JS and Tony. One of those people has, to quote Doug, no social equity, aka JS. So it basically sounded like Doug was completely against it, and he was like, oh, I can't be convinced to vote Michaela because it'll be too risky. So now basically I'm stuck between like 3 different rocks and 3 different hard places.
Oh, who wants to say it?
Give me a T!
Give me an O.
At this point, considering we're getting close to the final 6, I am getting a little more worried. But at this point, the votes have been so spread out to the point where it's like we have a clear majority. It's just whether or not an immunity is played. And I'd like to think that Katie and Morgan and I are stronger than whatever the returners have, if they have anything.
So, has he like contacted you guys about
Yeah.
and Sam as well?
No, Sam hasn't. I don't think Sam has my number. I let her random guy one night and his name was Sam, but I like forgot his name was Sam, but I gave him my number. He texted me like, hey, this is Sam, and I was like, oh my god, Sam's hitting me. I was like, wow, then I sent like the generic BS message, like, sorry, I haven't reached out, I've been busy the past few days of the game, but he's like, I think you have the wrong Sam. What if we all, okay, whenever somebody gets smart, because JS, you guys don't need to argue this
Oh,
time.
I'm preparing him to like pull like not quite a jack, but like close to a jack.
Let's all just be like, no comment. This has been like the most like peaceful, like calm pre-meeting ever.
It's gonna be a nice like chill tribal.
Like no one's up to any weird shit, right?
I mean, I've been out here, I've been talking to people, I've been honest about my schemes, and it's their fault for keeping me around because they surely aren't all included in my schemes. I'm just trying to think for my next step, who will keep me around the longest? Like, who wants to go to the end with me? Like, that's who needs to stay. Because JS can't be trusted. Doug's out here for himself. And Egg Roll, like, can't really pin Egg Roll.
I just feel like Doug just wants to play with what he's comfortable with right now, and like I feel like he's like really scared to make a big move. And I'm just like, you're not gonna win if you get to final tribal and like you don't do anything, you know?
I got the feeling that he was like super uncomfortable voting out Michaela. We can just do, if you can get Sam,
go to rocks.
Yeah, but then it means you and Michaela are both safe. The thing is, I don't think he'll go to rocks. I think someone will flip, and the black.
Would you go to rocks for me?
I have immunity, dude. I'll go to rocks.
Oh, lit!
Yeah,
Perfect! Wait, this is perfect!
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Yeah, dude.
So I definitely am worried about going home just because I'm not that close to Doug, but I don't really have any options. Like, I'm on the bottom, as Doug pointed out at last tribal, so I have to go with whoever I think will not want to vote me out. Yeah, I just think that like Doug is like going around shifting the blame always away from himself, and like, I mean, that's what you have to do, but at the same time he's like doing it to an extent that's like pissing me off just because he's throwing me under the bus when like I literally have never done anything wrong to him. I've never written his name down. I've never said his name to anyone, like seriously. Like, I've always told him when I was gonna say his name, so it's like, why the hell are you throwing me under the bus? I'm just scared.
Yeah, I don't understand.
But at the same time, if I go home, like it's fine. Like, I tried. I did everything I could.
It's like so annoying. I can't sit here and wait for a Final Six alliance and then wait for Michaela to make these moves to vote people out. Otherwise, I'll be sitting in Final Tribal Council looking like an idiot, getting 0 jury votes. My game will be offensive. And I tell Doug and Katie, I say, I'm voting Michaela.
Wait, what? She's my lucky charm. What did you say? I thought I sit next to her and not gonna go home.
Aw, thanks, Sam. I think you're my lucky charm.
Let's let her go and wash her hair.
And please welcome the members of our jury. Andrew, Dylan, and Jack voted out at the last tribal council. Welcome, final 8. Egg roll, how does it feel to be at the final 8 with immunity?
Feels fucking great, my man.
He was ready.
Feels fucking great.
Is it Eric or Egg Roll?
It's Eric. No one calls me Egg Roll. I don't know where that started.
You told us to
Day one is weird.
Day one of Majesta, you were like, hi, I'm Eggroll, nice to meet you.
I just did that because there were 2 other Erics who have already asserted dominance upon.
Oh, so now that the other Erics are gone, we go back to calling you Eric.
So,
got it.
Eric, last season, you didn't even make merge. This time, you are making the final 7. You have a 1 in 7 shot at winning this game. Do you feel like you've grown a lot?
Yeah, you know, I've grown as a person. I've kind of shrunk down in terms of my grades, but you know, you win some, you lose some, and we know what's more important.
Tony, last tribal council, we made it very clear that the 6 of Morgan, Katie, Michaela, Eric, Doug, and JS were the majority. They took out Miranda, and then they took out Jack, which would put you and Sam in the minority.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that's still the case?
Well, for sure. Last week they told me, like, straight to my face at Tribal I was on the bottom, but I had the immunity necklace, so I didn't really care. But now this week, now that another one of my alliance members got voted out last time, I definitely am on the bottom. And I don't know, when you're on the bottom and there's 6 people playing together, it's really hard to like make a move and like try to do something when everyone else feels comfortable and there's 6. In those 6, are they really on top? Honestly, like, those returners, they're super glued. Like, I'm serious when I said it last time, like, they have been voting together since the beginning. They're still voting together, so I don't think there are any cracks there, and I don't think the newbies in that like 6 actually like care to split up. So maybe I have a strong feeling it's me this week. So
I think eventually the returnees are gonna look at each other and be like, holy shit, like, if I sit next to you, I'm not gonna win. So I think, you know, in a few weeks from now, the returnees are gonna, you know, eventually implode on themselves, and hopefully that will, you know, get me farther in the game. That's what I predict will happen. So I feel like Michaela and me are actually in a good position.
JS,
yeah.
Last week, Jack was voted out. Sam gave her the black vote, which
Yeah.
meant she got to cast a vote for this tribal. She chose you. So
I wasn't surprised, but you know, I got rid of you know, Jack's best friend, and then I got rid of Jack. So I'm not surprised. However, you know, it scares me because it basically tells me like Jack like wants nothing more than me out of this game.
JS and Tony have kind of been the names, which I think everyone knows. And so like if it comes down to it and like there's a split, which is I guess is possible, you know, you never know what's gonna happen, then, you know, I think either the black vote would decide that JS goes home or like Tony would go home, because there's not gonna be a third name on the ballot. I think it would just be those 2, and clearly with 9 there has to be a majority.
I think it's based on like who's left. Let's just say, because I mean everyone seems to assume that like Tony's going home tonight, and like we know
What
like
thing?
JS probably wouldn't have Sam's vote. So
Nope.
that I said. The votes are, at least for me, like have not been personal. Like how I'm usually persuaded to vote for people is like who's gonna be like the biggest threat, aka like who could win the game, and that kind of is a good thing to like sway someone.
Alright.
Tony, you got a little snappy when she said, you know, Tony may be on the block tonight. You yourself said that. Why are you offended when someone else says the same thing?
No, she basically said I'm going home tonight.
She didn't say that. She
Yeah,
said,
she was like assuming Tony's going home.
you also said that though. Tony.
But I said it's me or Sam on the bottom. Like, there's other options. And JS has a black vote. Like, damn.
But did you not say
It's clear as
probably
day.
going-
It's like it's either gonna
Okay.
be like Tony or like some craziness in me or something.
Or Sam. She's on the bottom too. Like,
I know, but
Or it could be Sam.
You just got offended when Morgan said something.
Yeah.
So Tony, it's you and Sam on the bottom. People also brought JS. What can you say to people right now that'll say, hey, don't vote for me. You should keep me. Here's why. Like, what is your defense?
Well, basically, I've talked to everyone here, well, except for Michaela, but everyone else I've talked to, and I think, I don't know, I think getting me out this vote is not in anyone's best interest, because if I'm on the bottom right now and you pull me in, you can like change up that 6 alliance, and I feel like if you feel like you're struggling in that 6 alliance, like you're gonna go home at top 6, like you might as well just pull me in. Like I can help you and get you further if that's like how you want to play. But if not, like,
or he can lie to you like he lied to me in the game. So
I never lied to you. Like,
debatable.
I always had your best interest at heart until you had to go and betray me and vote out Miranda and Jack. So
okay, but you lied to me right
fuck
before
off.
the vote. You told me Michaela was going home, and that was not the case. So I
No, I never told you that.
Yes,
and
you did.
No,
you
I
told me
didn't.
Michaela's.
No, I never said
you
that.
You said Michaela's going
No,
home.
I didn't.
You're getting your way. Fish is staying here. And I was like, okay, whatever.
This kid is
cool.
gonna continue to spew bullshit.
But you
until,
voted for Fish, and
until
you
final tribal council. So like, just I just can't say anything else.
Jess already got a vote. Why don't we just like finish him? Like, why are we still here?
You know, Michaela and I made a choice 2 weeks ago, and we made a choice that we didn't want to work with the newbies anymore. And, you know, the agreement that we were going to go to the final 6 together. So if you want to, you know, go against that, then, you know, maybe you're going to be the one that's going to go out next. So I think that anyone who is bringing up those kind of ideas, it will get you further in the game to just go ahead and do this. And, you know, you're voting out people who can, you know, very easily win the game. Tony.
Yeah, because I'm clearly gonna win when I'm on the bottom right now.
If you make it to the end, I think you could win.
Oh God, well, hopefully I get through this vote, because it's not looking too good out here. Everybody's saying my name straight to my face, like.
Do you have like a red necklace that's like a fake idol or something? Suicide bomber? No.
But I know you have a black vote, so shut the fuck up.
Unless anyone has anything else they'd like to say.
I mean, I'd like to apologize to Tony if, like, I'm not saying you're lying, so like you probably did text me.
You can check your phone.
I just said
like,
you probably could have. I just said you probably did text me. I've had a really busy weekend. I've been studying, so I do apologize.
But you can meet up with everyone else here? Okay.
I think. I mean, okay, fine. I take, like, I was trying to be genuine and apologize for,
Just
you know,
you're fine.
but that's fine if that's how you want to end it.
It is time to vote.
What? It's wet, so I'm gonna stand. I feel like this is like the wrong decision, but like this is what we agreed upon. I don't want to be like the weirdo that doesn't go with the plan.
Alright, if I'm on the outside of this vote tonight, or I go home, I'm gonna be pissed. Bye.
Sorry, it can't be me this week. It's gotta be you.
If you're gonna act the way you act during tribal and on the outside of tribal, then I'm glad you're going home. Goodbye.
This could have been JS instead of you.
Let's hope I don't regret this.
If you have a hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Alright. Once the votes have been read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. Don't take the votes. First vote. JS. This is the black vote. This is from Jack.
Like, oh.
Second vote.
Got my hopes up, Anders.
Tony. That is 1 vote JS. 1 vote Tony. 7 votes left. Michaela. That is 1 vote Tony. 1 vote JS. 1 vote Michaela. 6 votes left. 4th vote. Tony. Michaela. That is 2 votes Tony, 2 votes Michaela, 1 vote JS, 4 votes left. Tony. Michaela. That is 3 votes Tony, 3 votes Michaela, 1 vote JS, 2 votes left. 8th vote. Michaela. ninth vote. The 13th person voted out Survivor Maryland, winner take all, and the 6th member of our jury. Michaela. That is 5. That is enough for tonight. Michaela, the tribe has spoken. You may go.
Bye, Michaela.
We are down to 7. The 6 is no more, and it's still anyone's game. Have a good night, guys.
I don't feel bad.
You never feel bad till the week after and you're begging for people not to vote you out.
Like I told Doug straight to his face, you and Eric were dumb. I still think you're dumb. If you want to continue to be dumb, that's your decision. Or if you want to ideally make it to the end, like we could probably patch this up, even though you're dumb.
So you think we should gun for Katie?
That's what I would like.
We have to promise me that we're going to Final Four at least.
I promise you Final 3, dude. Alright, let's do like a Majesta, like, Final 4. Alright, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Majesta.
Alright.
Well, I guess this is goodbye. This experience has been one to remember and definitely one that I'm glad I partook in. You know, obviously didn't go the way I planned. I definitely was partly blindsided. I definitely thought that, you know, there was a chance my name would come up tonight, but I definitely was confident in the people that I was working with that, you know, Tony would be the one to go home. I wish things were different, but at the same time, it was definitely a great experience, and I definitely, you know, feel that I played this game, you know, pretty well, and I definitely would change things if I had to go back. I'd like to give the legacy advantage to Morgan. I think she's been the most loyal to me. I'm assuming that the 3 votes for Tony were Morgan, Katie, and I. So I'm assuming they're going to be on the bottom now, so hopefully that will help her get to the final 6. They're all still over there, so I'm just gonna chill here for a little longer. Good luck, Morgan. Kill him.